Welcome, and welcome back. Noah Timers. I'm in Toronto. Yeah, I said it. I'm in Toronto. You might have been asking where I was. Well, you knew. If you were asking, you probably knew. No, you didn't. That's why you're asking. It's Toronto. It's Toronto. I'm in Toronto, and I need to do the dishes because I'm staying at a studio in an undisclosed location in Toronto. Well, it's not fully undisclosed. I'm in Toronto. So let's do some dishes and chat it up. This is night number 2. It's 1 a.m., I think. And I spent the day doing activities. Ooh, it was so fun. I woke up to someone walking into the studio, which was kind of fun. Because it's like, ooh, that means I know it's probably time to wake up because someone's coming in to hang out and work. And that was cool. Met a person, a new group of people. From there, I went to the gym with, I don't know why I'm being so vague. It was with Dreg, the YouTube Dreg. I went to the gym with him and Art Chad, the YouTuber from YouTube, that they do a podcast together, which I did. That's the next thing we did after we went to the gym. We went to the place they record those and recorded it, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I talked for a long ass time. I had fun, but I also feel like, I don't know, every time I start talking for more than fucking 20 seconds, I start to self-loathe a lot. I'm going through it, that, as a standalone thing, which makes it a little more difficult to do content. This mug is really caked on there. However, regardless, I think there was still some fun insights undertaken during the pod. So that was the thing that happened. Came back here, hung out for a while, went and got food. We went to the butcher, a butcher shop that happened to have some good meats and also some good, look at this. This is the before, we're looking at the before. Will you see the after? Well, let's see. Ooh, it's caked on. Thing full of beef stew, and I got a cup of that, and it was really good. And it was good protein as well, I'm pretty sure. It's beef, after all. From the food, we went and got some, went to a park, went and grabbed some beers, came back to the park, sat at the park and had a beer. I guess that's the thing people do in Toronto. I don't even think it's legal in Washington or even in California. I mean, I think you can fucking open carry. Well, you can open carry a gun, but you can't open carry a beer, which is awesome. But that was really cool. All I'm saying is I had a good day, and I've had a good trip so far. If you are tapped into the No Assumption social media cinematic universe, you know that I am currently recording a bunch of podcast episodes across the, well, not the globe yet, but across the North American part of the globe, because I'm in Canada now. Toronto, a little city we like to call Toronto over here. Over in Toronto, they say, where are you from? You say here. And because they're in Toronto. It's cool, man. It's been a lot of fun. Look, I told you guys when I got into this, back when I got into this business, into the second channel business, I said, look, I'm introverted. I'm alone. I have a couple friends, but I want to change the part about me, not because because I am insecure about it, but most importantly, the only reason I did decide to change it was that I think it's harming me. I think being inside and being okay with it to the point that you kind of revel in it and you kind of shuck away genuine connections from people is not healthy. And it took me a long time to realize that. And it took me an even longer time to take steps to alleviate it. Maybe not. The realization period, I think, is the longest. Because once you know, you're like, all right, okay, you got me. You pranked my ass. I am wasting my life away playing League. Good joke, Noah. Good joke, Noah. But Ego Noah's, wait, no, fuck, which one is it? Super Ego Noah's here to take care of fucking business. So now we're here in the lovely city of New York City, or Toronto. What else has gone on since I last spoke with y'all? Hey, I still am using Google Calendar. I messaged someone, set up the time for a podcast, has to change the time, set the thing up. All of it's going in the calendar right away. As soon as it's done. Now I'm like, oh, tomorrow I have a podcast with friend of the show. The entire time I've been here, it's been just surrounded by people. And not just people, YouTubers. The worst kind of people. Just kidding. That's a prank. That's just, I was pulling your leg there. No, creators and artists. Emphasis on the artists too, because like, even though the people I'm hanging out with are YouTubers, they're not YouTubers in the type that I am. And the reason I hate myself in terms of content, they're like, they do cool shit. Like they genuinely, they're very smart people. They're very interesting and funny. And I think it very much comes out in their, the genuine curiosity they have about the world comes out in their art. And I say art when I'm talking about YouTube videos because, you know, I've used that term more loosely in the past. The big video I talked about, you know, why I hate my art, I was referring to YouTube videos, which is, that's not what I would describe them as, but it was going on the technicality of like a piece of art that has some creativity involved with it, that's trying to express an idea, that's going to a place that you made, which again, it's not art, but the shit that I am watching from the people around me here definitely is. And also there's, you know, people that don't even do YouTube, people that do other artistic stuff, or people that I've learned about that do other artistic stuff because they've been in videos from the cool artistic people. And I guess just people that don't even do really creative anything, but they're just people that are hanging around. You know, non-creators are people too. And I think they're the most people of all the people, to be honest. We're gonna get a sink cleaning. Why not? I'll spoil you guys. It's been a while. I've had a beer or two today, just recently, so I'm a bit jovial. But aside from the beer, I'm also jovial at the fact that there's like a legit community here of people that hang out and work on stuff. Never had that. Never had that. Want to build it. Don't know how. Gotta figure it out. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Literally, it's just, you know, I lived in LA for basically 2.5 years, and all it would mean is the simple step of going, yo, what's up? Hi. You wanna hang out with me? You wanna hang out with me? And one thing I'm learning from the 48 Laws of Power is to walk up. I'm just kidding. One thing I'm learning from, it might have been a Red Pill YouTube video. Or no, it might have been, I don't remember what it was, but it was just to like get really close to people and say, hi, how are you? No, don't do that. But what you should do is, just bother people. Be like, hey, you got any games on your phone? You got any games on your phone? Because a lot of times people, you know, they might not look it. They might have Game Pigeon, which is built into the phone, so that doesn't count. But they might have legit games on their phone. And by that I mean they might be someone that when you hang out with, you have a really good experience and want to keep doing it more. Which is crazy. They don't make them like this anymore, man. These damn friends, man. Oh, the best, the most delicious part. I hope so no one's in the studio right now. I'm pretty sure I'm alone, but God, look how foamy and fucking, ugh. That's a seed. The journey to the grass that must be touched outside has begun. And I think we're on the edge of the lawn. Wasting a lot of water, but that's okay. Cause you need to see me today on my YouTube channel. One thing that was really interesting was, it sounds like most of the people that are familiar with me from the internet know me from Noah time, which is awesome because that means they think I'm normal. But I got into it on the podcast about that specific thing, about like prepared content warping who you are as a person because you're being reduced down to these like snippets and sound bites of the things you believe. Versus Noah time, we say what we want, we don't take no, don't give no goddamn, we don't fuck around. And we don't find out. I haven't found out anything in a long time because I don't pay attention. But the key thing here is you gotta really just start a small business. I think if I learned anything in my life, ooh, that's mold. I don't know if that's wanting to be reused, but I'm gonna do everyone here a solid and dump this out. That's mold. Ooh, real chunk. Real chunk. I haven't ran into Drake yet, but if I see him, I'll tell him, hey, stay away from those kids, man. Hey, that shit you're doing, man, knock it off, man. I did download the pedophile tracker app here to see if he was on here, because you have to be in the area to check to see, and he wasn't. So my conclusion is that Toronto is harboring a recognized, certified pedophile. Talked earlier with glee about being in Toronto, but that's one of the darker sides of Toronto, is that they host, aid and abet, a certified pedo, which is unfortunate because the rest of the stuff is cool. It's kind of like what's that lady? Ursula K. Le Guin talking about, oh shit, it would be like Toronto if only you harbored a pedophile. Imagine that. Imagine a perfect utropolis of, it looks like Toronto and drag is there, and it could be yours, my friend, for one price of harboring one pedophile. So I guess in this case, the kid in the basement being tortured is just Drake being there, but he's safe. So in my story, I get to let him out next to the police. I'm not a cop. I just let him out, and I kind of point at him and say, hey, this guy touches kids, man. And then they go get him. I don't say get him, but I'm there just to witness it. I'm the reason they know. And then the utopian metropolis of Toronto is destroyed. crumbles to the ground. Is it worth it? I don't know, actually. That's the whole thing about the omelas, is it's like, you just don't know, man. You'd like to think you'd let Drake out of the basement and put him in prison. I shouldn't say let him out. You'd like to think you'd out Drake. He's gay. No, out him as a pedophile, but Toronto's dope, man. Don't know what to say other than that. Drake hadn't have put me up in the studio, maybe I'd say let him out. Let him, feed him to the birds, man. Feed him to the Toronto Blue Jays. If you know what I'm saying. So anyways, how's y'all's nights going? How's y'all's days going? Hope the chores are well. Hope things are good over on that side. I don't care, man. This life shit is crazy, bro. Wait a minute. These chores are so weird. How do I, hello? Ugh. There's gotta be a better way to do that. Whatever, man. I'm going skateboarding tomorrow at noon, which is awesome. I haven't been skateboarding in a long time. I think I'm gonna go to the skateboard at the park, go grab some food or something like that, hang out. One thing it's such a weird thing, man. Literally in the last month of having like conversations or talking with people in a group, I have recognized tendencies I have when talking with a group and strategies to employ so that when I say something in the context of a group, I am not talking over someone, or I'm not, I guess, interrupting, or I'm placing my words in a way that will be heard, which sounds weird because that's just talking, but specifically in a group setting, it gives me quite a bit of anxiety. If people are having this conversation, you're trying to join in or something. I still haven't gotten that down yet, but literally just being like, you know, thinking something you want to ask someone and you just ask him, but you, there's a way you ask it, you know? As a sort of social expertise, charisma guru, I'm here to teach you you gotta just speak up. Use a loud, guttural voice, mostly bark, make it wet, make your words wet, make everyone in the room remember you. That's, Gary Vee's always like, you see someone, you wanna walk up to them, shake their hand, and scare them so that they think of your face every night before they go to sleep, hoping they don't see it in their nightmares. Gary Vee once said that, and I think he had a point, okay? I'll say it, man. Gary Vee was right about certain things. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, social conversations. You go from having no conversations to one on your phone, or it's not really a conversation, you're just texting someone and then they text and then you forget to reply, or vice versa. Mostly for me, it's the opposite. I kind of pride myself on being the one that doesn't get left on red, which is stupid and immature and dumb, and also cerebral. Like, I don't actively think that. I just mostly am like, oh, I saw a text, don't care. Don't care, unless, you know, I've put myself in a position to be broken up with, which heretofore hither has not happened, and I'm gonna keep it that way, because I don't like emotional investment, although I do have therapy tomorrow. Wait, fuck, what time? Oh, I gotta check my calendar. God damn it. I guess all I was trying to say with this one was that I think it's okay to be normal and cringe. Something like that, something along those lines. So, yeah, so, throwing this out. Ooh, nice scrubber. Ooh, nice scrubber. This is like such a great, this isn't a fully equipped sink. You know what I'm saying? Sponges, soap, scrubber, hard scrubber. Drake, if you're watching, you're a great host, man. I love what you guys are doing here. Love what you've done with the place. I'm breaking this sponge rule just because I don't even really know what the sponge hierarchy is like in here, but it is very hierarchical. A lot of fascism going on in this place. And they won't even, you won't see it. You couldn't tell by the Instagram post, man. There it is. Debungus. Alright, that's what they say. Let's clean this section up a little bit. Not you, don't look at you. You might disagree with some people on the internet about some things, but at the end of the day, you should shut the fuck up, all of ya. Shut up, bitch. Hold on. Where does this go? Drag. Put it here in the supplements area. Let's put that back there, actually. Hand soap, dish soap, soap. What is this? Is that liquid? Interesting. So the thing about being like a genius artist creator is that I just don't know I don't know how to do that yet. So if anyone has any tips, let me know. Does that look healthy to you guys? Can you see the brown? So I don't mean to out the conditions, material conditions as it were, of the stew, but there's something stewing here and it doesn't look, no, it might just be calcium actually. Yeah, it could be calcium. Let's see. Sorry to put soap in your, rain on your fucking soap parade or whatever. Yep, I take it back. It's calcium. It's calc. Calc is short for calcium, guys, in case you're wondering. It's calc. There's no way this water in here hasn't formed anything but calc, so, which is short for calcium. You guys know I'm just using slang here, man. Just using slang. When I first got in the studio, these olives were being consumed raw out of the bottle. It disturbed me slightly, but it made me happy to see someone living their truth. That's maybe a Canadian thing, I don't know. This is like some fancy coffee shit. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, we're moving. We're setting up move shot. Actually, I might clean the bathroom. Let's see. Again with the amenities. Everything you could ever want and more is yours, my friend. Same with towels. Same with a toothbrush in the shower and other shower-related stuff. I like this hand dryer. Oh, loud as fuck. Kafka-esque. No, I'm just playing. It's very Chicagoian. No, I'm just playing. It's very War of the Worlds. Y'all know that shit? Kind of like if they put me in a bathroom on an orb. Yeah, that's me. Looks just like me. I'm gonna clean more, but I'm really tired. I had a long day today. The 3-hour time difference is smacking me on my little butt cheeks right now. It's 1:49 a.m., which also means it's only 10:49 p.m. for my body, but I just got up really early. So 9, which is No, I got up at 7. Listen, man, quit asking me all these questions. My challenge to you today, I don't know, man, do some fun shit, do some cool shit, breathe, go see about a family member, go see about a girl. Just watched that Good Will Hunting the other night. And in the end, he said, well, I don't want to spoil it. Just came out, so just enjoy the movie and get back to me on how many times you cry and how much you miss Robin Williams, which, fuck, I just spoiled it again because he died. I love being in cocoon form. I love being moving towards a place where my brain doesn't really make any hard judgments or movements on the world. And that feels good, that feels better. It feels good to realize that it's not good to live that way in such absolutes. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, so they said in the Bible. I will have pullbacks, maybe. What's the word? Regressions, where I'll be talking to someone and I'll form a snap judgment. I'll say something that's kind of rude or just kind of like unnecessarily standoffish. And, but now I catch it, you know? Either it's in the moment, or sometimes I'll watch. This happened recently. I filmed a video which should be out in, a little bit, but I'll watch something back and be like, oh, the way I like said that was just kind of like, why'd I say it like that? Just don't say it like that, which is embarrassing in one sense because it's like, oh, you're being kind of a dick, but good in one sense that, oh, you can just do stuff to ameliorate the tendencies you have that make you kind of act like a dick sometimes, or the deeper down issues, which again, therapy tomorrow. Let's prayers up that I don't have a scheduling conflict. You deal with those issues at the root, and then you don't have to be a dick ever, even at all, again. I have some spare throwaway footage from when I did my laundry at home that I'm going to use now, or I'll probably have been using it this whole time. I would love to postulate wisely about things and just make statements. Let's do that. Let's make some statements. God is back and bigger than ever. Gen Z is craving spirituality like nothing you've seen before. More. They open their mouths wide at the foot of God, begging for some God sauce. That's not a euphemism. It's religious. Nothing ever perverted ever happened in religion. It's all clean, good, clean fun. I got recognized by the customs agent at the Toronto airport. One of the customs agent, I was walking out. I had gone through the passport scanner. I got my receipt printed. They marked it, and then they just needed to check it at the end of the line. There's like 4 different checkpoints. And as I got in that last line, the person checking the receipts looked at me and then looked away and then looked back and then held the gaze for just a tad too long to know. I was like, oh, I think this person recognizes me from the internet. That's interesting because it's a person in a position of power that he didn't have a gun, but if he did, he could have killed me for whatever, maybe he watches videos from people that don't like me. So maybe, I don't know what's going to happen. And I get up in the line and he's a younger guy, but he's a young guy that's like, I'm just saying he wasn't a baby, but he wasn't old. And I got to the guy and then he said, step aside, please, which he didn't do to anyone else that was in front of me. And I was like, oh God. And then he said, hey, are you Noah Samson? And I was like, yeah, what's up, man? And then he said, love your videos. And then I said, hey, thanks, man. I gave him a fist bump. I was going to ask him his name because I usually do that, but then I was holding up the line. Not really. He had me step aside, so it was fine. And that was it. I got recognized by a TSA or a customs agent entering a new country, and I lived to tell the tale because he was a nice guy, not a baby or an old man. He was a guy, probably mid-20s, maybe early 20s. If you're watching, you got great, healthy skin, my friend, or just the skin on your face at least. There's 2 new videos coming out on this channel. Stay tuned for that. One of them is fun, workout vlog, just having someone edit it. It's fine. It's all good. 2 is another video it's the first channel sponsor, and I actually fuck with this sponsor a lot, and I think it'll be cool. Not to toot my own fucking, thingy, but it will be cool. I'll leak it now. It's a desk company. They are sending me a desk. Ooh. Which I need. I'm at my mom's. My mom's place needs like an office, like a proper office thing. They're sending me a desk and a chair. I'm fucking stoked. But they're not sending it to Toronto because I don't live in Toronto. I'm just here at the studio, hanging out. They're sending it to Washington. So I got to go back and grab that shit. But that's all that's on the docket, folks. And also the podcast getting released and everything like that. I'll probably share the Horseshoe Theory podcast, which is what I was on today on this channel. Maybe not, but no timers. Hope you're doing well. This was a Dishes classic throwback. Oh, no. Oh, God. What are we going to do with him? What do we do with him? I need to see Inside Out again because I liked how all the characters were talking to each other, but they were all just inside someone's head. Because it's so... When Disney and Pixar and whatever these guys are called, they make a movie, man, that shit's so real, you know? Shrek is about it's about fat acceptance or something. Nemo's about disability activism. Rango's about how Johnny Depp was the good guy all along. Django. It's not a Disney movie, but it does teach you a lesson. It says, hey, don't do slavery. You fucking idiot, you. I want to watch a movie, man. I watched a movie in a bit. Wait, no, I watched Good Will Hunting, but I told you that already. I watched Good Will Hunting because I saw a TikTok of a clip of a scene from it that made me cry, and it was a minute-long TikTok, and that is what brought me back into watching movies after a hiatus of a long-ass time, which sucks to think about and hear myself say. But net good? Probably not, but watched the movie, liked the movie. It's always fun. Princess Mononoke is back in theaters. And I'm going to be here when that goes back in theaters. No, I'm going to be back in Seattle, so I'm going to see that. Because I've been doing the Ghibli Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit, but full gamut. I learned that today from a friend. And that's the way she goes. That's the way she rolls. Acting like that's always been my outro. And that's the way she rolls. Take it easy. Take it easy. See you next time. No time.